Hey everybody, welcome back to the Live Between Paychecks Kitchen. I'm Oz. Jackie later still like Jackson because COVID. So we're having to be. So this is coming from my crappy little apartment kitchen, so it's tiny. So if you see anything run by in the background, something run up, bite me and run off, I'll never find out what it is, but that's the explanation. So it's still Christmas time, so I wanted to do something sweet. Not necessarily another pie, so I wanted to do some tarts. So this is going to be different, and it's going to be able to do it super cheap, and I'm going to double the recipe because I want to do a whole lot of these. So be sure to like, share, subscribe, and all that kind of stuff. Before we get into here, be sure to ring the little bell, get notifications for the thing, and let's just get into it, man. Okay, so this is relatively, you're going to need a little bit of confectioner sugar. We're going to need one egg, a little bit of water, and a can of this at the big can, the 16 to 21. I got a couple of different ones here because I'm going to try some different ones of the pie filling, right? Any kind you want you can do, and you're going to need some of this pie crust, this frozen stuff. Just one package will do. I got two of them here because I want to make sure to use all my pie filling. Last time I did a pie, I didn't have enough filling. So you can use one of these things, but on just a regular cookie sheet will work, and you're going to need a cookie cutter. Yeah, that's what that's called. I forgot. This one came in a 2-pack of like this ugly sweater with the thing in it. I just needed the Christmas tree. It's hard to find the Christmas ones. So other than that, you're going to need some cookie cutters. You're going to need one that's 2.5 inches, one that's 2 inches, and one that's 1.5. Okay. If you don't have those, a cap from a spray can is 2.5 on most of them. The oil spray from the kitchen is 2. I measured these. You can just measure stuff around the house. And your average shot glass is about 1.5 inches. So I don't know why they wanted this one. I didn't end up using that one. So whatever. All right. So roll out your dough. You're going to want to set that out the night before in your fridge to let that thaw. Right. Take it out of the freezer. Put it in the fridge. Then you roll it out. Then you get your big cookie cutter, your 2.5 one. I used my spray paint thing after I cleaned it. Be sure to clean your hands, flour, anything that's going to touch this stuff. And cut out, I think I did 8 of these, and it had extra dough. Now, the original recipe said just to throw out the rest of the dough, which is a fucking waste. So, after I pulled those off, I mashed it together and rolled it out, made some more. I'll get more into that later. So, be sure that these are cut pretty good for the 2.5. Just give it a little squeeze, and it'll fall right out of there. So, however many you're going to do, you're going to do a second set. So, this was 8 to start off with. And it wasn't enough for the pie filling, so I ended up making some more. So go ahead and lay out your second one, roll that out, and be sure to do it nice and gentle because it'll tear if you don't. You have to mush it back together. Go ahead and cut out another 8 of your 2.5-inch circles. Then get your 2-inch one, all right? And you're going to poke those right in the middle of your 2.5 ones you just cut out. All that's going to do is leave a little ring. That's what we're looking for. We need that ring. So pull that off. Now the other little circle, set it to the side. We're going to need that in a second. So pop these in the middle, make the little rings. If they don't cut, just try to put them. All right, I got big stupid hands. So just push it back through there, do it again, and just cut that one side that didn't cut. Once you get that, open it up. So now you're going to have little 2-inch circles and some 2.5-inch rings. So now that you got your 2.5 rings and the 2-inch circles, again, I don't know why they asked for the 1-inch thing, but I had it just in case. Now get your cookie cutter and get your 2-inch one, and you're going to start cutting out whatever cookie cutter shape you want to use. I use this Christmas tree one, which kind of fit for the holiday, and it took up most of the part of the tart, covered the top of it, which is pretty good, which is not needed. This is just the decorative part. So all your 2-inch stuff, go ahead and cut it out with your cookie cutter, or if you're fancy and artistic, or all you have is a knife, cut some Christmas designs into it, set those aside. So now you got your 2.5, your 2-inch rings, and your Christmas trees cut out of the 2-inch stuff. Get 1 tablespoon of water and 1 egg, put it in a bowl, and then beat it like it owes you money. This is going to be a simple egg wash. Now again, clean your hands as best you can, or you're going to need a brush. One of the silicone or rubber brushes they have. We don't have these in the store yet, but shameless plug of the other stuff we have, but not the brush. So if you don't have a brush, use your finger. Make sure your hand's nice and clean, and you go to your big 2.5-inch rings and just go around the edges of it with just a little bit of your egg wash. Right? And when you put that on there, what that does is it's going to let this ring stick to it. Basically, you're making a little bowl, little cup out of this. You put that egg wash on there, it helps it stick, and it helps it adhere to that when you're baking it. So that's why we're doing that. So that helps out a lot. Okay, then your egg wash, you're not going to use all of it for this. We're going to come back to it in a minute. So go ahead and put all your rings on all your cups or your tart bases. I guess is the best way to do this kind of stuff. Preheat your oven to 375 degrees and let that start heating. So you got all your rings on, so go ahead and get into your filling. Now, the recipe said to put 3 berries or cherries in each one for a cherry one. I ended up making some with the other stuff, just a simple spoonful in each. Then you're going to take your Christmas tree or whatever shapes you got. Now, I was using trees, so I put the stump against the edge. So I went ahead and put some more egg wash around the top of the ring on the edge of the cup. Make sure that tree was touching it there, and give it another little egg wash over the top. This is where you're going to do the rest of it. And just put all those on there. So now, here you go. Like I said, we've already got all the first 8 done. So I've been rolling this out. If you mash it flat as best you can. If you don't have a roller, find something round, like the other can of filling. Perfect. Roll this as thin as possible. Just keep rolling it out, and then just cut this out. It works just the same as your rollers and stuff, and you don't have to just throw out the extra dough because you're going to have filling left. Okay, so get those out. I got all those done. 2.5 inch with the 2.5 inch ring with the Christmas tree on top with the filling in there. Okay, egg wash on all the top of those. That's what these ended up looking like before they go into the oven. All right, so you want to set them in there until they start going golden brown. They said 10 to 15 minutes. I think mine took 18 to 20, so just check your times. Be sure to start checking them after 10 or 12 minutes. Once they're nice and warm and they're getting that golden brown to them, it's kind of hard to see in the light here. Go ahead and hit them with the powdered sugar when you serve them, not right off. I found if I put it right away, some of it would absorb the red and it would have this weird color to it. But that's it. You got these tarts, and I was worried that they're going to be like floppy, like pie kind of things. But because of the pie crust, it cooks up and it turns into this hard shape, and it works out perfectly. This is beautiful. I absolutely love these tart things. I did them in a bunch of different berry stuff. Cherry's perfect. So I guess I should have called this cherry tarts. That's the only one I put on here. But I did it with raspberry. I did it with the blackberry stuff. These are outstanding. These are great. They're Christmas. You can do them for any kind of thing, I guess. I did them for Christmas. They didn't cost but like $6-7. I think what of the words I'm calling for, the pie filling was the most expensive part, and then the pie dough is exceptionally expensive, like $1.50 or so. So these are great. Try these out. Trust me, these are great. And there you have it, guys, man. Cherry tarts. You can use any of the berries, like I said, raspberry, blueberry, all kind of stuff. This makes a lot more than just do the thing. Don't just throw out the extra stuff like the recipes do. Man, if you do it differently, you want to see it done differently, you want to give us your recipes, and we'll see if we can revisit this, let us know. Hit us up. Put it down in the comments, man. We very much appreciate it. You can also find us on social media. You can find us on Facebook, Pinterest, and Patreon. Living Between Paychecks Kitchen and all those. Shout out to our patrons. Thank you very much. And you can also find us on Instagram at Living Between. It's one of my favorites. I like doing that one myself. So, we'll see you next time. Let's get into this, man. I'm going to go eat some of these. These are great. Check out our link for all our merch stuff. Trust me, it's cool. Shameless plug at the end of the thing. That nobody made it. Did anybody make it this far? If you did, put it in the comments. I'll let you know.